Guess what today is? I'm CrysTheArtist, and this is ManeMondays. Wait, it's also my love's birthday. Happy birthday, my love. This week's question: I'm new to the natural world and my hair is growing like crazy, but I can't seem to get the back by my neck to grow. Is there something I can do, or am I stuck with this? Is thinning out and it doesn't seem to be growing as quickly as the rest of your hair as you're on your hair growing journey. And this isn't uncommon. Most often, especially in the nape area where you're saying that you're kind of having trouble area, this is something that happens from a variety of different things. Usually there's 5 main culprits that are at play when it comes to the thinning or breakage in that particular area of your hair. So I will address it by giving you not 1, not 2, but 5. Yes, 5. 5 wonderful hair tips that will assist you in growing out your nape area of your hair. And some of these you've probably already heard if you have been a consistent fan of ManeMondays. Number 1, you want to ensure that you are not wearing a lot of abrasive fabrics or avoid abrasive fabrics around the nape area. Oftentimes, especially if you're working in corporate America, we wear collared shirts, we wear blazers, and those fabrics rub up against the area back there, in which will cause this friction that will cause your hair to basically constantly be rubbed on. It's similar to that of like sandpaper and wood. You take the sandpaper and you rub it so that you finally get rid of the things that you don't want to have there. But unfortunately, it's happening anyway, and you actually want your hair there. So try as much as possible to avoid having abrasive fabrics around that area. Especially, I know it's a little challenging when you're in the fall and winter months because it's cold outside and we have a tendency to wrap our scarves and bundle ourselves all up, and actually you're doing harm to the nape area of your head. So you want to try as much as possible to avoid having abrasive fabrics back there. By all means, wrap up, bundle up, but as soon as you get inside, take those scarves off and allow your nape to breathe. Number 2. Number 2 will be to moisturize this area first. Oftentimes when we have ponytails or when we are growing our hair out and we put on some type of moisturizing serum or anything like that, we have a tendency to put the product in our hand, rub together, and go zoop. And so by the time you actually get back to this area, too often, more than not, you hardly have any product on there. And if you're going to be combating things like the abrasive fabrics, then you definitely want to put as much moisture back there first. So I challenge you to put your product in your hand, emulsify it, and then put it here first. Number 3, if you are one of the relaxed girls, I know that the person asking the question mentioned she's natural, but if you are relaxed, be cautious on not putting your relaxer back here first. I know we want it to be laid, especially if you have short hair like myself. You absolutely want it to be laid to the gods, but you want to also keep hair on your head. So I recommend that you do not put your relaxer on the back portion of your hair first, that you actually start in the most resistant portion, which again, this kind of goes back to my ManeMondays before, and really chemical processes, leave it to the professionals. I'm gonna say it again, leave the chemical processes to the professionals. I know some people avoid going to see professionals for financial reasons, for fear that people will cut your hair totally off, but that goes back to the consultation portion of your first visit at a professional salon. And I'm gonna tell you now, if you are not getting a consultation when you go into a professional hair salon, you may want to rethink having your hair serviced there. I charge all the professional hairstylists out there, if you are not taking time to do consultations on people's first visits, for sure, really you should do a general consultation each time she visits you to ensure that you're giving your customers the exact thing they came there for. No one shows up to the doctor or the dentist and just sits in the chair or the examining table and have no questions asked to them as to why they're in for their visit that day. It is the exact same thing with us. Okay, I'm off of my tangent. Number 4. Yes, number 4 is going to be a good old faithful one. If you've been a viewer of Mane Mondays since the beginning, you already know the answer to this one, or you know this hair tip, I should say, and that is to use those wonderful oils and massage the trouble area. Yes, you want to use something like grapeseed oil or oregon oil, Moroccan oil, or some form of oil to massage into that particular trouble area. Do it nightly, especially since it's a trouble area right now. Do it nightly just before you go to bed. Get a little bit of oil and massage the area, and guess what? Circular motions. Yep, that's a circle. Circular motion. Number 5 will be simply to avoid tension. Yep, that's right. Think of protective styles that will allow you a minimum amount of tension in the area until you actually start to develop some growth. And then once you actually get the growth and things to start thickening up and filling in, you don't want to run out and have somebody pull it on out and cause something like traction alopecia, which is something that we did discuss in a previous Mane Monday. So go back over there and check out the disastrous things that can happen from traction alopecia. That concludes today's Mane Mondays. I gave you 5 wonderful hair tips on how you can maintain your nape area. So I thank you once again, as always, so much for tuning in and watching this week's Mane Mondays. And if you have a hair question, simply comment it below or email it to ManeMondays@gmail.com. And if you love this video and everything that I discussed today, and I know you did, give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe so that you won't miss out on next week's Mane Mondays. Thank you so very much for watching. Everybody, if you're in your room, I know he can hear it. Sing it. Happy birthday to you, my love. It's his birthday. I love you. Thank you so much again for watching. Bye. For daily hair fun, follow me on Instagram or Twitter at CrysTheArtist. And please remember to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. See you next week on Mane Mondays.